Right, let's continue with this. We're doing like 2 RPGs tonight. We just did Bug Fables, now we're doing Trials of Mana. Don't jinx it. Yeah, probably shouldn't. Don't want to jinx the internet dying on me. I mean, sometimes it'll be fine for like 2 hours and then it starts going to shit, so who knows, maybe it will do that. Right, so last time we played this, we encountered the Spin Ghost. So now we're off the spoopy ship and we're going to be continuing our quest to unlock the Mana Stones. I still can't believe they used that fucking filter over that ghost. I am a spoopy ghost! Right, I'll stop using that filter now. I just wanted to illustrate my point that it's quite easy to do that filter if you use the right tools. Oh yeah, let me fix something on my end. I need to fix one minor thing on OBS. Right, there we go, we're good.
Trials of Mana!
Trials of Mana! Right, so I think we need to go back to the King of Valenza. Oh, that's right, we got stranded on an island after we were on that ship, I forgot. So yeah, we were on the ship, it got haunted by spoopy ghosts, and we found the next elemental, the Elemental of Darkness, and now we're stranded on an island with a volcano, so that's where we got to. Let me turn the volume down just a smidge, and there we go.
This one is so annoying!
So I've been watching Vinny play a little bit of this game because he recently got this game also. I haven't caught up to him yet because I think he's actually a little bit further in than I am. Like, I think he got to this point in the game. But I have been watching a little bit of his playthrough up to this point, I guess. I still need to watch him finish the Wind Dungeon and the spoopy ghost ship. But I think he got beyond this part because he streamed it last night, so he must have gotten to the next part after this, I guess. But I think after I'm done streaming this tonight, I'll catch up to wherever I get to tonight.
Getting stronger.
I was ahead of him for a little bit, but now he's ahead of me because he's like streaming it almost every day. Now that he's done with Final Fantasy VII Remake. But yeah, I want to hear his reaction to the Spin Ghost because that's going to be funny. Now, there's probably a couple little cactus friends around here somewhere on this island. So I'll see if I can find them while I'm exploring.
Out of the fire. Still stuck on the island.
What do you mean still stuck in the island? You just got here. You say that like you've been here for days, but you've only been here for minutes. What the fuck, Charlotte? Literal minutes after being stranded on the island, she's like, oh, we're still stuck on the island.
No more enemies. Not until next time. Get out of my way.
A tomato man, that's a new one. I say tomato man, you say tomato man. How do you guys say it? Is it tomato or tomato, or does it vary in the US? I say tomato. It sounds more natural to me.
Get out of my way before I break.
Like, apparently it's one of those words where there's no correct way of pronouncing it. Like, you can say tomato or tomato, but some people go back and forth on how you pronounce that. But yeah, tomato is just how I've always heard about. That's how I've always heard like my family say it, and thus that's how I always say it. Since I learned from my family that words in that way.
Barely broke a sweat.
Come on.
I never fucking use Charlotte when I'm like fighting enemies. I prefer using the brawlers and the fighters, aka Duran and Kevin. Oh, can I not jump up there? Can I get up there from here? Nope. Just invisible walls everywhere. I guess that's to prevent you from like getting to parts that are outside of the map. Like the mini-map there that you see. But yeah, it looks like an open space, but really it's just like narrow corridors.
Clear your way. Leave to me. Strike. This will be faster if we fight together.
I also managed to upgrade my characters, so now everybody has gone up by one class. I forgot what the classes were, but for Duran, I think I went with the light class because the dark class was basically a glass cannon, which would probably make for a bad time if I tried fighting bosses with him. Especially that fucking wall thing that we fought. Remember that big wall that like almost killed me? If I used the dark class against that boss, I probably would have died.
Good at this.
There we go. Speaking of leveling up, we're just about to level up again.
Get out of my way before I break you.
Yeah, the volcano will probably erupt at some point. I mean, it's an RPG with like narrative-driven stuff. Like, I think there's a good chance the volcano's going to erupt at some point. If it doesn't, then that would be anticlimactic, wouldn't it?
I'm on the jump.
Will not lose. Ever.
There we go, everybody's now at level 24. Oh, wait a minute, everybody, wait a minute. Let me pause for a second. 24, 25, 25. Oh yeah, that's right. Fucking Duran couldn't fight for a while because he became a ghost. So the other two had to fight a boss and they leveled up, but Duran's like one full level behind now because of that. I forgot. So yeah. Not everybody is at level 24. Duran's at level 24, the other two are at level 25.
Out of the fire.
So I've been playing a lot of Fortnite lately, just like grinding the experience and like missions out. I might do a stream of Fortnite this coming week because I haven't streamed it in like, how long did I stream that game? It was like 5-6 weeks ago, I think. I unlocked the Meowscles, the big buff anime cat thing. And I also got like the optional like bonus skin for like the Shadow versus Ghost thing. So I might do a stream of that this week possibly. I'm at like level 99, so I'm almost at like battle pass tier 100s. I think season 2 starts in a few weeks actually. I think it's like June 4th when that begins, so that's like about a month from now.
Sweet hand.
So I'll probably do at least one more stream of Fortnite during Chapter 2 Season 2 before Chapter 2 Season 3 kicks off. I also managed to unlock an extra Deadpool skin, like a white coloured one, for completing some Deadpool challenges.
Let's hurry along.
Take down the enemy.
Just trying to knock these things down so that I can like consistently beat them up.
Prepared.
I'm on the
Come on. We must have taken out all the enemies nearby.
Right, before I go that way, I think I may have missed a cactus friend, so I'm gonna go look for him real quick. There's a couple bits of the map I haven't uncovered yet.
Out of my way before I break you.
Got you covered.
Oh,
Can't you tell?
thought I killed everybody there, but I guess I missed one. Excuse me. Give me 1 second, I need to drink water. Alright, sorry about that. My throat started feeling dry there all of a sudden and I had to like take a drink of water real quick. But I'm good.
This is faster if we fight together. Feel this one. Crosscut.
That's how it's done. We can take this enemy in no time.
On it!
Hey, gotcha! I'm on the job.
Run!
Next. Gotta run before this whole place blows.
This one is so annoying.
I think this path might actually lead to the dungeon, and I don't think I'm supposed to go to the dungeon yet because it's telling me to go somewhere else. But I'm just going up here to see if I can find more of those little cactus things. Oh shit.
Come on.
Twinkle ring.
Okay, so apparently they have the ability to fucking turn you to stone. I guess they're related to Medusa. Ah shit.
This time, I'm on the job.
How big is this island? Roughly that big.
Let's take it out before it does more damage. Don't hold back. 1, 2.
Trying to walk up. There we go. Trying to walk onto the bee. Gotta kill those murder hornets.
Take this.
Oh shit! Are you kidding me? Okay, so if everybody turns to stone, you die. Fuck. Are you serious right now? I fucking lost all that progress. Oh, that sucks. False death, by the way. If you really want to count that as a death. I mean, technically it is, but it's not a death by conventional means, I can say that much. Well, that was a fucking abrupt way to end up dying and getting a game over. I'm gonna have to do that all over again, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we're not gonna go up that path anymore, we're gonna, like, go to where the game tells me to go. Just do what I'm fucking told. I have to fight all these guys again, and I'm gonna go back to where that star was pointing. I just wanted that fucking cactus fella. So I'm still looking for them.
broke a sweat.
Menace. Defeat it quickly and move.
So I was going to do Metal Gear Solid 4 over this weekend, but I've decided to postpone it to sometime this coming week. I'm not sure when I'm going to start MGS4 yet, but it will be soon. How soon I couldn't tell you, but maybe within the next few days I'll start Metal Gear Solid 4, because it has been... I think it's been like 3 months since I finished Snake Eater, so I would like to get to the next Metal Gear Solid. Even though this next game is like a bit of a cutscene fest, it's like more cutscene than game by a wide margin. So make sure you have your popcorn ready if you watch me play... I should say the word play in quotations, but as you watch me play Metal Gear Solid 4, because it's going to be very story and cutscene heavy, basically, from what I've been told. I mean, there's still game there, there's just not as much game by comparison.
All done. Chloe,
But I will check it out nonetheless, because I want to continue with the Metal Gear story, the Metal Gear saga. I think the game that comes after that is Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, which is that game made by Platinum. And I'm looking forward to that one because I recently started playing a Platinum game on the stream, which was The Wonderful 101. I'll probably stream some Wonderful 101 tomorrow night. I didn't feel like playing that today. Tonight I wanted to do some RPGs. But yeah, I'll probably do Wonderful 101 again tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be better tomorrow than that was the last time I played that game. Like my last session with the disaster.
I'm getting good at this.
Take down the enemy.
Next.
Did you see that? I was great.
Take down
God,
the
Charlotte,
enemy.
please. The less she talks, the better. Yeah, I regret picking Charlotte. Like, she's a good healer and a good magic user, but I really fucking hate her dialogue. It really irks me. And that's saying a lot, considering how bad the voice acting is across the board with this game, but her voice acting is especially egregious. Like, I don't like her, if you can tell. It's like, it's something about, like, the W's really annoys me.
Bring him on. I can handle anything.
Why do I get a feeling this is a mimic? Because it's like sitting all the way out here by its lonesome. Nah, it's a cup of wishes. Right, so has everybody leveled up yet? Yes. Right, okay, so I'll just head for the star now. The next destination.
Take down the enemy.
Well, once I get past these enemies, that is. Might as well fight them for the experience. These guys will not turn me to stone.
Let's hurry along.
Menace. Defeat it quickly and move. No more enemies. Not until next
So
time.
Luigi's Mansion got some DLC recently, but it's nothing particularly special. It's just like some extra, like... It's basically like some extra cosmetics for Luigi to wear, plus it's like some extra floors for the Scarecraper, and that's it. It's not like extra single-player content, so I'm not really interested. If they end up making like more single-player content, like some more proper, like substantial content, as DLC for Luigi's Mansion 3, I'll probably end up buying it, but I'm not really too bothered about the multiplayer component. Scarescraper is good and all, but it's not something that's going to make me return to that game, to be honest. So if you're wondering if I'm going to stream Luigi's Mansion 3 again, maybe wait to see if there's more DLC for that game. For single player specifically. Like maybe a little extra story mode or something would be nice, but I'm not really expecting that to happen. I think when you transition to another area in the game, automatically checkpoints, so if I get a game over again, I'll start from this point, rather than the save statue. Tomato Town. Or Tomato Town. I'm going back and forth myself, but yeah, Tomato Town. So those things we just beat the shit out of, turns out this is our hometown.
Whoa, a horde of monsters. Is this their nest or something? Better strike first before they attack.
Wait! I don't think these monsters mean any harm. They aren't attacking us. Maybe you should try talking to one.
This is Tomato Town. Though we are a peaceful tribe, our brethren outside the village can be quite dangerous. Well, I'm glad they speak in full English. I hate it when, like, tribal characters are like cavemen or stuff, like speaking broken English. Like, that annoys me. We're also open for business. Feel free to visit our shop. Right, that's cool. They've got a shop here. Might need to... I think now would be a good time to upgrade my weapons, because I think the last time I bought upgrades was before I got to the spoopy ship. So let's see what you got here.
Welcome. What would you like?
Oh, this is the item shop. I think this is the weapon shop right here.
Welcome. What would you like?
Yeah, so they've got new stuff here.
Looks good.
Top quality wear. Use this.
Ooh, exciting.
Come again.
I don't think they've got an armor shop, do they? Oh, wait a minute, there is an armor shop there. It's over here.
Welcome. What would you like?
Right, I've got a Guardian shield already.
Top quality wear.
This is good quality.
Top quality wear. Nice. Top quality wear.
Good work.
Yeah, I can sell all this shit. The stuff that I don't need.
Come again.
Spent a bit of money there, but I managed to make some money back just by selling my older gear. I mean, this fucking person speaks in broken English and he annoys me also. Not to the degree of Charlotte, but it still annoys me. Peaceful monsters exist. Maybe there is hope for beastmen and humans. One honey elixir. Oh, you just automatically heal me? Oh, you're the save statue, right? Okay. That's weird. That's weird. Why? Oh, I did... Well, wait, where did I just save right now then? Because I don't see a save statue next to me. Unless it's the totem pole, but that was weird. Our town centerpiece has similar properties to the mana statues you're familiar with. This world is a strange place. Charlotte is the worst. That they include her with the W's in the subtitles. Yeah, in fact, you know what? I pointed this out the last time I streamed, but let me show you something real quick. Filter. Trials of Mana. Yeah, check this fucking shit out right here. Will Hawkeye be okay by himself? Like, look at all the W's there, like, that's unnecessary. That's overkill. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I've never seen so many W's since Mega Man's version of Dr. Light. Oh wait, I think I see where I'm going. I need to talk to this guy in particular. The ruler of the seas resides in a cave west of this town. To even have a chance of leaving this island, you must ask for his aid. However, the entrance to the cavern at the top of the mountain has been caved in by a huge rock during an earthquake. Destruction may come before you can dig around it. Right, so now we have to go up the mountain, and hopefully I won't die this time. Also, I can't really see what your username is because the text is really dark on the thing. Let me highlight that to see what it says. I can't even read that. What does that say? Hang on. I'm really bad at reading shit, if you can't tell. Dale... Sorry, you'll have to tell me how you say that. I'm really bad at reading, I apologise, but welcome to the stream nonetheless. Yeah, I need to look for these little cactus things. There should be one up the mountain trail. I've only found, like, what, 6 of them so far?
Chance.
We are off to Seaside Cavern.
Kevin! Yeah, I found 6 of them so far.
Leave it to me, rookies.
Probably should have found more by now, but I'm really bad at finding secrets. Yeah, I'm listening to the English dialogue just because, like, I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. But more so, I just prefer the game to, like, do the talking for me because I am bad at fucking reading or, like, reading and speaking out loud. So I want to get, like, as bad as some of the voice acting is, I want the game to do some of the heavy lifting for me.
One down.
Apparently the Japanese voice acting is kinda mediocre as well in this game. But I'm guessing all the budget went toward just, like, remaking the game, not necessarily providing good direction on the voice acting. Especially when they were remaking another RPG that just came out as well, like Final Fantasy VII. It feels like they wanted to do justice for that game, not so much for this game, but it's still a good remake. The gameplay is solid, I like the combat. But holy shit, is the voice acting something else. It's not exactly Mega Man ZX Advent levels of bad, but it's almost there. It's most of the way to that.
Just weak enemies.
Like, there is some good voice acting in here, like, that, what was it called? The Spirit of Darkness? I forgot what his name was, that bat-winged thing. Like, the voice acting on that was pretty good. And there was a couple other good moments as well, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, there is some decent voice acting here and there. It's just most of the game's voice acting is mediocre or bad. Laughably so. And then you get moments where they use the fucking warble filter that I use on my streams for shits and giggles. Ooh, I'm a spooky ghost! And now I'm going to turn you into a ghost too! Oh no! I'm a ghost! Gotta watch out for this thing because I don't want it to turn me to stone. It's the same in the Japanese version, oh god. So yeah, you can tell that most of the budget for this game went into making sure the gameplay was good, not necessarily the voice acting. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, get a face full of that fucking bee anthrax. Anthrax? No, that's not the word I'm looking for. What's the name of the...
Bam!
Is it thorax? Like, what's the name of the backside of a bee? Is it a thorax? I said anthrax. Whoops, wrong words.
This one is so
I can English, I just can't English very well.
Got you.
I just should have said be arse and be done with it. But yeah.
all done.
But yeah, the game is pretty great. As somebody who never grew up with Secret of Mana, I think the gameplay on this remake is pretty solid. Because I tried getting into Secret of Mana on that Mana collection that came out last year. It's kinda rough playing that game when you've never grown up with that game. But yeah, I would say they did a good job with this remake of Trials. I never played the Trials on that collection, I was waiting for the remake to come out. And yeah, the gameplay is pretty good here. I heard the Secret of Mana remake was really bad, I've never played that one.
Run. One down. Got you.
So yeah, this is my party. I have Kevin, Duran, and Charlotte, unfortunately. I picked Charlotte because I wanted a good magic user, but I didn't know what her voice sounded like before I started the game. Who's the other good magic user? Because I could have picked her, but I didn't go for her. I forgot her name. Like, I saw her early in the game, but she's not in my party, unfortunately. The one that wears purple or something, like Vinny uses her. The one that goes "ee" every couple seconds when you jump around. Oh, there's the Gnoblin, the Gnelf, the Gnome.
Looks like it's my time to shine, huh? There was a cave entrance here, but the volcano done went and plugged it right up. Give me a sec, and I'll fix it for you. Well, be seeing you.
Angela. Oh yeah, it is Angela, isn't it? Apparently she's broken for endgame stuff.
I'm on the job.
Come on.
Again, I never fucking use Charlotte during combat. I only use her if I need to, like, do healing manually or something. I never actually use her for combat purposes. I just let the AI worry about that. But yeah, I tend to go back and forth between Duran and Kevin. Mostly Duran, because I like his sword combo, it's pretty good. Oh look, it's Sobble from Pokemon. Bootleg Sobble. I think it's meant to be those Pakun things from, like, Secret of Mana.
Ruler is in here, but
But what?
but
Okay, if you try saving the game, the dialogue resets.
but
Right, let's save the game for real this time.
but all I smell is sea salt. Sorry.
Gotta hurry if we don't want to get burned to a crisp. Come on. Crimson Wizard and I still got some unfinished business.
All done.
Oh, I thought I could pick that up. So who else here is looking forward to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition that comes out in a few weeks? I'm going to be picking that up and I'm going to be streaming that. I haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles since the game first came out on the Wii, like, many years ago. I think that game's like a decade old almost, actually. That came out in, like, what, 2010? Hard to believe it's been 10 years already since that game came out. I love that it's not just like an upscaled version of the Wii game, like they actually went back and redid all the models and stuff so they actually look good now.
This is so
Like, if you go back and look at the Wii gameplay, all the models look really fucking craptacular. Like, the original hasn't aged that well on a visual scale. And it's even worse on the 3DS as well. I've never played the 3DS version, but I've seen what it looks like.
I was great.
Get out of my way before I break you.
Photo. And then this is called a Marampoto. Okay. So it's just weird little lizard things then.
Be careful! This could get
Got you!
It's just getting started.
All of us together! Run! Stronger than you think!
Next.
too bad!
It's supposed to be Mapoto and Papoto, like Mama and Papa, but they changed it for reasons. Yeah, localization thing, I guess.
Has returned.
I like how the dialogue freezes when you're opening a chest. I saw that the last time I played this. Peace has opens chest. We turned!
You! Next! Run!
Such power!
Still sucks that Duran's like a full level behind due to the story events in that spaceship, in the ghost ship. Let's see, I guess I'm supposed to be going this way. Before I go over there, let me see if I missed something over here. Oh wait, this is all invisible walls, right, never mind. Keep thinking I can climb up certain spots, then I realise that it's like just gated off. Because you can only move where the minimap shows you. So, despite how open this area is, it's not as open as you might think. It's just an illusion, essentially.
Dangerous!
Also, these jellyfish remind me of the... I forgot its name, but that, like, slime thing from Dragon Quest XI. Reminds me of that. Like the slime octopus. Lizardon.
Bring him on. I can handle anything.
Kevin, they're just 7 experience away from leveling up, so one more fight will do that.
Feel this one. Crosscut.
This ought to help.
Will not lose! Ever!
Get out of my way before I break you.
Not sure who knocked them down there, but thank you. I think that was Kevin that did that for me.
One down!
Take this. Too easy. Come on.
Probably level up one more time before I end up getting to the next area. Like, before I get to the boss or whatever. At the rate I'm going right now with all these enemies, I think I will level up again before the boss fight begins.
Good training.
I wonder if this is a mimic. Yep, because I know mimics are in this game because I've seen a couple of them so far.
I'm on the
Come
jump.
on. Go hold back. Cross cut.
Okay, apparently there's not a boss fight in this area. There we go.
Where is the ruler of this?
At least mimics in this game are not as scary as they are in other JRPGs. Like, you can dispatch them relatively easily. Like, 'cause that's like one of the worst things about JRPGs, like when you open a chest and then you have a mimic fight and then it fucking kills you in like 2 hits. I hate that shit. It feels like a bit of an unfair punishment when that happens. Like, sure, make it do a lot of damage, but don't like fucking murder you in like 2 turns. Like, that shit happens in like a lot of Square Enix RPGs.
Spirit.
Yeah, exactly, the instant kill magic.
This one is so annoying.
I think that's happened to me at least once when I played Dragon Quest XI a few months ago. I find myself not walking on that much, but sometimes I'll remember that walking on is a thing in this game. Most of the time I can do combat just fine without it, but it's nice that the option is there. Sometimes the locking on can be a bit of a hassle because if there's like 4 or 5 enemies and you press the lock on button, more often than not you lock onto the wrong thing and you have to like tap the control stick until you get the right thing.
Who are you?
I am Melokio. In accordance with the prophecy heralding his Dark Majesty's triumph, I am here to end your lives. It is foretold that you may disrupt His Majesty's plans for this realm.
Look, it's great value
Coward.
at Alucard.
Just who is this Dark Majesty anyway?
There is no need for you to know the minutiae of our plan. After all, you will not leave here intact. This active volcano will soon bury you all alive!
Oh no!
America's choice, Alucard.
On top of us. Now what? We're out of options.
Once again, unfitting
Oh, what
voice
is
for the
that?
kind of character he was supposed to be.
Wait. Are you helping us?
Oh look, it's a Kappa. Kappa. So yeah, if you're wondering why the game's running at 30 frames per second, it's because I'm playing the Switch version of it specifically. I think all the other versions run at 60, but I'm fine with 30 for this game. I mean, I would prefer if it ran at 60 on Switch, but I would also prefer to own a version of this game that I can play portably if I ever want to return to this game in the future.
Thanks for everything.
RPGs are great games for like portable systems.
But we should head back to Volsena and ask the Hero King about the rest of the Mana Stones.
Oh, I had to press the A button, right, okay. The ruler of the sea's acknowledgement has granted you a new ability. What did I get? HP boost 2. Alright, guess I'll equip that in place of my current one. Right, so that was an easy escape. Like, we just went into that cavern and we just left.
Ruler of the Seas was cute. And helpful.
Do you even
Excuse me?
understand what cute means, Kevin? I think you need glasses.
You think?
You do if you don't think I'm 100 times cuter than that creature.
Charlotte, I swear to gods. Alright, okay, before we continue, let me change. Yeah, I think I'll replace that with more HP, so let's do that. I think there was a little cactus in this town, because I think I got it already. This is like, what, the third time I've come back to Valencia? Then... What's the name of this place? Valsena? I keep saying Valencia, it's Valsena. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did get the thing when I was here last. Because I kind of remember seeing it sitting in one corner of this town. Right, so the Hero King will now point me in the direction of the next Mana Stone. We found the Spirit of Darkness, but we didn't know where the Dark Spirit Stone was, so maybe he'll tell us where to go for that one. I think I'll quickly save the game before I talk to him, because I bet it's going to be like 5 minutes of cutscenes. "5 minutes of that gloriously glorious bad voice acting." I mean, to be fair, the King isn't too bad. Like, again, it lacks direction, but it's not the worst voice I've ever heard.
You have returned safely. That is fortunate. I see you have located 4 of the 8 elementals. Light, earth, wind, and darkness. You have 4 left to find. You are halfway to your goal. The Waterstone is in Altena's territory. Its elemental, Undine, may be found to the south of Frostbite Fields in the Labyrinth of Ice. However, I have heard that Altena has already activated the Waterstone's energy. Please, take care. To the south of the Burning Sands is a treacherous place known as Fiery Gorge. The
Why did he say it
Firestone
like that?
and its keeper, Salamando, can be found there. Southeast of here is the sprawling Dusk Moon Forest, home of the Beastmen. I have heard the Moonstone lies within its borders, but I know nothing more. Beware the Beastmen's strength. It would do you well to change your class before you attempt to cross into their land. The Woodstone is said to be in the woods of Wanderer. Dryad, the stone's elemental, should be located nearby. However, you cannot reach that forest via a land route. South of the woods of Wanderer is Lampbloom Woods. The elfin settlement of Dior and all its secrets lie within. If you ask the elves, they may have some advice for you. You appear to have received help from Vuskav, ruler of the seas, to escape Buka Island. I assume it is because you were chosen by fairy. Here in Valsena, we have a flute that has the power to summon Vuskav. However, because the creature is not fond of humankind, we sealed it away. If Vuskav has accepted you, you can use the flute to summon the creature by playing it on any sandy beach in the world. Vuskav will come to you. Take it with you, with my blessing.
Got the fairy flutes, right, okay. So I guess I can use that for quick travelling across the seas now. Yeah, the King's voice acting's a little bit all over the place. Like, the voice itself is fine, it's just lacking the direction that it should be getting. Like, a lot of the voice acting in this game feels like it's like the first take without any sense of direction as to how you're supposed to say it. Like, how you're supposed to deliver the lines. I mean, I'm not really an expert at voice acting by any means. I mean, you guys listening to me talk, you should probably already have figured that out, but even I can tell that they should have done a bit more work on that, but I guess the budget didn't allow for it. They were like, okay guys, you only have one take, we can't afford more than that. We spent all the budget on Final Fantasy VII Remake, sorry guys. I'm Vonjo, a younger brother of Von Voyage, and he told me about you. Even gave me this cannon to help you out with your little adventures. I'll pay and I'll send you back to my brother's place in Maya. Oh, no, don't worry, I'm a much better shot than he is. You ready? It is kind of a shame that this game came out like a few weeks after Final Fantasy VII Remake. I feel like that game may have stole this game's thunder a little bit. Like, maybe they should have released this game before FF7 Remake, but at the same time, people were already... I mean, that game already got delayed, so whatever. But yeah, I feel like this game may have been, like, severely, like, grossly overshadowed by that game. I mean, I've not played Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I imagine that would be the better game overall, in terms of, like, gameplay content and stuff. But it does suck that this game doesn't get more exposure or more love. As far as remakes go, I would say this is a solid one. Bar the voice acting, of course. And this is coming from somebody who didn't grow up with, like, the Secret of Mana games, but I played through... What was the Game Boy one? Final Fantasy Adventures? I played through that, like, several months ago. I played a little bit of Secret of Mana on that collection. Didn't finish it, didn't even come close to finishing it. But yeah, I've only recently gotten into the Mana games. I know there's, like, some Mana spin-offs, like Secret of Evermore for the SNES. I've never played that one. It's not necessarily a Mana spin-off as it is just like a game that borrows heavily from the blueprints of Secret of Mana. But I've never played Secret of Evermore, and I don't know if that game's aged well either, so I couldn't really tell you one way or the other if it's worth going back to that.
Well, lots of wares to browse. Come again.
Right, so they just sell all the cheapo stuff. Let's see, how many items do I have right now for candies and whatnot? Secret of Evermore is great, but the combat is very similar to Secret of Mana. Yeah, because I saw what gameplay of it looks like, and I was like, yeah, that looks very Secret of Mana-ish.
Do come again. Come again.
I do love that the merchants still dance like they do in Secret of Mana. It's a nice little touch. Also, I think I got the cactus fella in that town, because I've fully explored that town already. So I'm trying to remember, what level do I get to upgrade my class again? Is it like 38 or something? That won't be happening for a while. The king did tell me I should upgrade my class before I get to the Beastmen's hideout. But we're not going there right now anyway. I guess we're going to... Was it Altena? The Ice Kingdom? I guess we're going there next.
This one is so annoying.
That's what I call power.
Yeah, I'm just going to ignore these enemies. They give me next to zero experience. Not worth it. I was hoping that the early enemies would like scale up to level, like they would scale the level up to you, but they don't. They're still like less than level 10.
All right, I'll clear your way. Leave it to me. Watch out! Retreat!
Don't know how I missed this, but there's a chest. Oh, wait a minute, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, sometimes I don't realise I'm going in the wrong direction. Thank God for that little waypoint thing. I have an awful sense of direction sometimes in video games. Don't know if that's worth going for. Did you buy stronger equipment? Yes, I did. I bought it when I was on that volcano island. I bought stronger gear and I bought stronger swords, weapons.
Victory!
Bye.
Wait, you're supposed to assign it to something? Wait a minute. It's weird that I can't just like use it right from the menu. I have to like put it on my ring menu and then use it. So I need to be level 38 to upgrade my class, but you also require an item to start showing up after you get all the elementals. Right, okay then. I'll try to remember that. So now we can finally get control of like crossing the waters. Up until now, all the boats that I've been riding on were like automatic. But I guess this is this game's equivalent of like the boats that you ride on in Dragon Quest. Right, so let's have a look at the world map, see where not Valenza, Altena is. Snow Hamlet, Arlent. I mean, I guess that looks like the Ice Kingdom, so I guess that's where I'm supposed to be going. I'm gonna go there first. I'm gonna go in the order that the king told me. I would assume that's easiest to hardest. So Ice, then Fire, then the Beastman, and then the Wood Kingdom. Yeah, you think the NPCs would be wearing like thick coats or something, but they're not.
Wait, is it just me? Training ought to help me stand this cold. Come on! I can't wait to see what monsters cross our path.
I mean, look at this kid right here. He's not wearing anything. He's wearing like a fucking t-shirt and a tiny overall jacket. Like, what the fuck? You should be suffering frostbite by now. If you plant a seed into the magic pot, it sprouts immediately. Thanks for telling me something I learned in the demo, kids. The weather gets harsher every day. It didn't used to be so cold here. At least they're not turning into gold statues like in Dragon Quest. This here is Alrant, the Snow Hamlets. This is Angela's starting area. I think I remember seeing that actually when I watched Vinny play through the demo, because he picked he picked Angela as his not his starting character, but one of his like party members. So I did see that part of the game through one of the flashback scenes. You must be cold if that's what you're wearing outside in this. What the fuck? I'm wearing more than you guys. What the fuck? Warm up in here. We don't have that many customers these days. Oh, I wonder why. Her Majesty used to keep Ireland warm with her powers like Altena proper. But now it's as cold as the rest of the kingdom. Did she forsaken us? Yeah, I think I ran into, what was her name again? I keep forgetting. Angela. I think I ran into Angela early in the game when I played through the demo version. But yeah, I only saw her like once. Go west in the Frostbite Fields to get to the frozen cave called the Labyrinth of Ice. The true queen got her powers from the Waterstone hidden in there, right? So we're going west. Go west! Right, I wonder if there's any new weapons or gear that I can buy. Probably not, because I just got some new stuff. But let's see what they've got here.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse. Come again. Well, lots of wares to browse.
Okay, well there's some new gear here. Let me get my weapons first, and if I've got any money left over, I'll buy the armor. I want to prioritize attacking.
Well, lots of wares to browse.
I know that's a real thing, but it's still funny to me when I see Bastard Sword. What was this game rated again? Do I have the box for this game sitting next to me? No, I don't. I think this game is rated E for everyone, but yeah, we've got an E for rated game by Nintendo, or published by Nintendo, or, well, not published by, but it's on their system with a weapon called a Bastard Sword, so that's just funny to me for some reason. Maybe I'm the only one, but...
Oh, good choice.
Oh! Equip the Bastard Sword.
We'll use this.
Ooh, exciting.
Now let's sell my older gear then, that I no longer need. Get a bit of money back for that.
Come again.
I think I'll have enough money to get the armor as well.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse.
Yeah, I should be able to afford most of this stuff. I don't know if I'm going to buy everything, because I don't want to waste too much money right now. But I'll get...
Good choice. This is good quality.
Get that, and I'll get the cape for Charlotte.
Good work.
Come again.
I don't know if any of those little cactus friends appear in this area of the game, because, you know, this is like the literal opposite place where you would see a cactus. It's not like dry and warm, it's wet and cold. There is one in town? Okay, then I guess I'll go back and look for that then. Just as soon as this cutscene finishes.
A labyrinth of ices. Probably just past these fields.
This is so cold. I don't like the snow anymore.
We're just waiting for that back and forth exchange to finish first before I went back. Also, I just noticed the minimap shows you like the footsteps. I didn't notice that before. Is that because it's snowing, or has that always been like that? Should be next to a house that you cannot enter. Right, I guess I'll check all the buildings then, see if I can find one that I cannot go in. I guess the cactus friends can survive anywhere. It should stick out as well, because it'll be green coloured in the white area, so it's going to go look for it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of cactuses. I think by now I should have maybe found at least 10 of them. I'm like behind by like 3. I may have found, maybe I should have even found even more by this point, because I found 4 mana spirits out of 8, but I've only found like 7 out of 50 of these things. So at this point, maybe I should have found between 15 and 20. I haven't really been looking too hard. Yeah, I can always backtrack and look for ones that I missed, I guess. So it's never too late to go back and look for some that I missed out on.
We can take this enemy in no time.
Aw, we're just getting started.
So anyway, here's some black mages.
Can't you tell?
Why am I getting tutorial text on how to play the game? But it's telling me, oh, press the X and Y buttons to do this, and it's like, I know. I learned that hours ago, game. You don't need to tell me again, thanks. Oof.
Just training.
You might have passed another cactus. Yeah, let's go back a bit then. See if I can find it. Again, these invisible walls irk me a little bit. Because it makes me feel like there's more to it than there actually is, and then I run into an invisible wall. So wait, where did that come from? Okay, it wasn't this direction. Just getting my bearings, don't mind me. So it was on the cliff just as I was leaving town. Not sure how far back you're talking, but I'm gonna check from all the way back here. Ah, shit! Sorry, I thought the loading zone was through that door. I didn't think it was that far back. Just on the left there. Right, I'll check that real quick. Yeah, I saw the door in the distance and I thought the loading zone was over there. That's why I walked that far. I just wanted to be thorough and check every nook and cranny there just so I could find it. Would be nice to find enough Li'l Cactus buddies just so I can get the next upgrades. The only upgrade I got so far for collecting the Li'l Cactus things is like 10% off of things I buy in the shop. I'm not sure what the next one is. Oh yeah, so MeleeKirby finally put up a video for the next Yu-Gi-Oh! GX like review. Oh, there it is, behind the tree. Right, thank you for pointing that one out. But yeah, MeleeKirby hasn't done a video in months because he's not been feeling too well, like he's been under the weather. But yeah, so it's cool to see him put up a new video again after a while. It was like a 40-minute review of like one of the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX episodes, and it was pretty good. I do like his Yu-Gi-Oh! GX reviews, they're pretty funny. There's been some good videos on YouTube lately that I've been watching.
Could have won alone.
You know, I keep forgetting you can do this. Bear with me. I keep forgetting you can do this with your sword. You can charge it in this game. I very fucking rarely use that, but you can do that. Ouch. I mostly just rely on my combos rather than charging my sword. But I guess charging and releasing your sword has its uses here and there. Like, charging your sword works out better in Secret of Mana because in that game you don't really have the means to do like proper combos and stuff for the most part. But in this game, the combos are like the most effective way of combat, so I rarely ever use charging. But again, it will have its uses here and there if I can find like moments where it would work.
Easy peasy. Don't worry, I've got this on it.
Nice. I do love it when you use your special attack and you manage to hit like a bunch of enemies at once.
Can't get enough of this power.
Yeah, I'm gonna backtrack a second, see if I can level everybody else up before I save proper. Somehow I missed that. One twisted scarf, is that an accessory? Let's find out. Where do I find the twisted scarf again? Like, which segment does that fall under? Head armor for Kevin. So it would be under gear then. Oh yeah, right. Right, that's cool. Plus 6 defense, plus 3 magic defense. Oh look, I've got 69 magic defense, nice.
Come on.
Maybe I should use the charging attack for like opening a fight. I don't know, I'll just stick to my usual combat style of just like comboing them.
Good training's really helping.
Take down the enemy.
Right, well, I think the other character will level up after this, Kevin.
That's what I call power.
Ah. So close. I always find it weird when the entire environment goes dark for a minute just to transition. Oh, that's back to the castle town. But yeah, I find it weird when like everything goes dark around you for a moment just to like transition to like a different time of day. I don't understand that. I mean, Ocarina of Time came out like 20 years ago and that game didn't have to do that. But whatever. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I always think something's happening, but it's just like the game changing the time. I wonder if it's because certain enemies spawn at certain times of days, so it's just like hiding everything for a moment with a black fog, just so you don't see the enemies spawning in front of you. But I don't mind if they do that, like if they just fade in, that would be okay. Sorry, I keep getting turned around at that juncture there. Should be one more group of enemies around here somewhere so I can level Kevin up. Or not. Oh, there we go. Right, so more enemies do respawn. I don't know if that was due to the daytime shifting or if that was just because I waited enough time for them to like respawn. Oh yeah, there was a good video that I watched on YouTube yesterday called The Day Futurama Died. It's a really good video. It's a sub-series from a YouTuber I think called Entertaining Elk, I think his name is, something like that. And it's like a sub-series he does called The Day Blank Died, where he looks at the episode or the moment where a particular like series like dies because they like jumped the shark essentially. And I'm not going to tell you what episode it is for Futurama, but it was a very good watch. I quite enjoyed it.
You must have taken out all the enemies nearby.
Like, they did an episode where they look at the episode that The Simpsons died, in his opinion. And that was a pretty good video, but yeah. I'm like a huge fan of Futurama, and I watched this video, and I liked it. I would recommend it if you want to watch something like that. Tongue.
Can we make a snowman after we defeat the enemy?
Shut up, Charlotte. Charlotte is basically this game's equivalent of Meg from Family Guy. Shut up, Charlotte.
Take down the enemy.
There's a new enemy type. What's that called? A sea serpent? Oh shit! I got aided. Yeah, those things do that in Secret of Mana as well, don't they? It took me a minute to realize what the fuck just happened to Duran.
You must have taken out all the enemies nearby.
On it.
Oh, there's a cactus friend. Yeah, I think they're called Pacoons in Secret of Mana. I think I remember seeing those guys. Next prize, get a 10% discount at shops. Again? Wait. What was the first one? Was the first one that also, or... How do I check? Oh wait, the first one is view undiscovered treasure boxes. Right, never mind. The next one is 10% off. See, I thought the first 5 was 10%. I misread that. So 15, Occasional 2 times boost to experience, that would be good at the end of a boss fight. 20, I'm probably not going to even get as far as like 25, truth be told, but so let me just read all of these. So 20, time needed to escape from a battle is now halved. 25, the inns are free, and a 20% discount at shops, that's a good one. Most items available in resetting training points half off at night market. View undiscovered treasure boxes and Li'l Cactus sightings so you can actually see where they are. Occasional 3 times boost experience, higher chance of good yields from seeds, and obtain a Li'l Cactus ring, whatever that is. I guess that's like an accessory that buffs you. So yeah, that's all the rewards if you find all the Li'l Cactuses. I'm guessing this game has exactly 50, there's like no more than that, right? I'll probably end up getting like 25 to 30 throughout my playthrough. I don't think I'll get as many as like 30 or more. But yeah, it's essentially the little medallion thing from Dragon Quest XI. It's like basically the same thing. You just find them throughout the world, and if you find enough, you'll get like an upgrade. Or like a new ability or something. You'll get like some perk for finding a number of them.
Defeat it quickly and move. Got you.
I'm on the jump. Can we make a snowman after we defeat the enemy? Be careful! This could get ugly. Let's look for the water stone.
You know, I think I'm getting used to the cold.
Right, so I must be close to my objective by now. Yeah, it's right there. So we're almost at the kingdom of Altena, is it? Something like that.
Hey, wait 1 second. That's the knight who hurt Sylphid.
Oh yeah, that's
Cease
it.
your toil. The mana stones will be activated and the portal to the sanctuary of mana will be opened. No matter what. The mana sword will belong to the Dragon Lord.
Also, what is with some of these filters they use
Lord?
for voices?
That's impossible. My father took that fiend to his grave. He sacrificed his life by throwing them both into the abyss. Don't lie!
Are you Duran?
What? How could you know me? Who are you?
Time for some big robot fellas.
You only beat these things in Stone Split Gap. Wait, does that mean the guy works for Altena?
I just realised that Charlotte's about to die. Jesus Christ, Charlotte, please. Now's not the time to be dying. Why you be doing this to me? Sure would be nice if Charlotte could stop fucking getting hurt every 2 seconds. That would be lovely. Oh shit. Oh, that's a that's a nice sound effect. Oh good. And I'm glad you died because I had to heal Charlotte. Yeah, once you take out 1 or 2 of them, then it'll be much easier. Also, I accidentally unlocked the one I'm supposed to be focusing on because I keep turning... But does anyone else do this where they turn the analog stick thinking it's going to like turn the camera? Because I do that a lot by accident. Ah, for fuck's sake! I hate you, Charlotte. Okay, there we go. Again, I always walk onto the wrong thing by accident. Oof.
It's over.
I'll tell you this though, using the ring menus in this compared to Secret of Mana is much more user-friendly. Like, fuck trying to use the ring menus in Secret of Mana, it was really, really annoying. Right, I pretty much got this now that I've killed both of them. Well, I've killed 2 out of 3. Wow, Charlotte, really? I'm just gonna walk up to that clearly exploding robot? Okay then.
I'm on the job.
Come on.
Oh look, I got 69 experience. Bonus plus a bonus 69. Nice. Triple nice.
No. The Dragon Lord can't be alive. That'd mean my old man sacrificed his life for nothing. I ain't buying it. You hear me? I won't!
Ugh, this
The
voice
Mana
acting.
Stone is nearby. I can feel the elemental's presence. Let's hurry!
You know what this voice acting is like sometimes? Sometimes it sounds like 4Kids stuff. And I like 4Kids. I don't think they're the worst company ever. Like, a lot of people shit on what they've done during their tenure, but it's something that I can enjoy. It's kind of like a guilty pleasure almost kind of thing. But yeah, sometimes it feels like that Square Enix is really 4Kidsing this up somewhat with the voice acting and direction, or lack thereof. Really, the worst thing that 4Kids ever done for like dubbing anime was One Piece, I guess, because that was clearly not an anime meant for kids. And for some reason they thought it was because it had some little random like humor in it. And like people doing like crazy expressions and shit, but no, that is not an anime for kids. I don't know what 4Kids were even thinking when they even took on the job to like dub that for like a couple seasons. Right, well, there's the Mana Stone of Ice.
The Mana stone is giving off energy.
But wouldn't more mana energy make it easier to open the portal to the sanctuary? Why don't we just wait for Altena to activate all the stones for us? Hey, saves us the trouble, right?
No! We can't let them release the mana energy like this. It drains it from the world faster. Even if it opens the portal, it'll permanently wither the mana tree. The more energy that's released, the more it'll weaken the mana power everywhere. If this continues, it might even weaken the seals on the Benevodons. The seals could reach their breaking point! We must find the elementals before the forces of evil release all the mana energy. And we can open the portal and secure the sword. Please, understand!
Got it. Sorry.
I just want you to know how dire the situation is. But we can do this.
Oh my.
Undine! You're crying. Are you hurt?
No. You're on such a noble quest. I was just so moved. Do pardon me. With mana getting weaker, I've been so quick to tears lately. Have no fear. I will gladly lend my power to your cause. Happy to make all of your acquaintances.
So wait, is Undine how you're supposed to say that? What I've been calling, like in Undertale, the character of the same name, I've been calling Undine, not Undine. Unless they are pronouncing it wrong, I don't know. Now that you can access Undine's powers, you can use the water elemental magic by putting trainer point toward the abilities. Ice Saber, mental boosts, and Ice Smash. Right, okay.
Time to find the next mana stone.
I need warm weather.
You say
now,
Undine?
Please.
I guess I'll.
I'm on the job. On it.
Come on.
I guess I'll do the training thing now then. So wait, I can learn Healing Light? Yeah, let's do that. Which one did I learn just now? Was the MP boost? I guess I'll go for that. Oh wait, Charlotte's using that. Conflagration. Nah, not gonna do that. How do I change their magic abilities? How do you do that again in this game? Like, I'm trying to equip the other thing, the healing light. How do I do that in this game? Is it under moves? Oh wait, do I have to go into the ring menu for that? Yeah, there it is. Right, okay, cool. So I can now do that. That's gonna come in handy that I can like heal myself. Right, let's
Come on.
why do I keep pressing that button, thinking that's the pause menu button? Let me finish training everybody else then. Super summon? I can't see what that is, but sounds cool. Chest Knight. Summon a Chest Knight and deals damage to enemies. Requires 8 MP to be used. I mean, it's only 3 more, yeah, I'll go for that. I get the Machine Golem as well as a summon. gonna give her that one. That seems like a useful ability to have. So that she doesn't die like every 5 minutes. Or 5 seconds. Might buff his strength. Let's see, what have we got under strength? Attack recoil, easier to knock back when the power attack is successful. Yeah, I'll go for that. That seems like a good one. Oh, there's a cactus fella. Finding a few cactuses tonight. That's like, what, 3 or 4 since I started? So now I've got 10% discount at shops. So what was the next one again? Occasional 2 times experience. Right, okay. I'm going to backtrack for a second because I think there's a gold statue out here. I'm going to go do that first. And then I'll interact with that mana stone. I don't know if there's going to be like another boss fight as soon as I interact with that, so I'm just going to play it safe. You can use the right stick to scroll through that menu. I didn't even think to try that. Oh yeah, right, you can do that? Right, cool. That's good for the future then. I'm not going to use all my training points, I just used a bunch right now, so I'm gonna stockpile the rest for later on. I'm quite happy with the way my characters are currently spec'd at. It is kind of weird that like the right stick has to be used to go down the menu, not just like pressing down or up on the D-pad. Because pressing down or up has no purpose in that menu for some reason.
Who is switching classes?
Oh, wait a minute, is this for switching classes? Right, never mind. That's right, this one was activated.
That's okay.
Yes, I'm not ready to change classes yet. I need to be level 38 plus find an item for it. So, can I get any further than this, or do I have to like go look for the next mana element thing? Because it seems like this is a dead end. Not at this time, next stone. Right, okay then, let's go look for the firestone. It's a stone, Luigi! Yeah, there is there. Class 3, 38 or higher, plus the necessary class item. So that's not going to be happening tonight. Even if I had necessary class item, I wouldn't hit level 38 for another stream or so. It seems like I'm currently level 27, 28. How close am I to leveling up, actually? Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore these enemies.
Dangerous.
I'll ignore the ones that I can ignore anyway.
Watch it!
Hurry, let's move.
Don't blow it!
Oh, I can't switch characters while this is happening? Right, okay then. Yeah, those guys are annoying. Shite. I keep getting too greedy and like slashing a lot and not dodging. So I keep thinking I can get like one more slash in before I can successfully dodge, and I'm too late. So yeah. Is this the Kingdom of Altena? Yeah, I think this is the Kingdom of Altena, where Angela comes from. So I think I vaguely remember seeing that area during like Vinny's playthrough when he was doing like the flashback thing for her. But I can't go in there right now anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna go all the way back out this place and use that big turtle thing to get to the Fire Islands. Fire Kingdom. I always do that. I just saw 69 pop up there on the screen right now.
Can we make a snowman after we defeat the enemy?
I might as well fight more of these guys before I leave, because I'm not that far away from leveling up, actually.
Healing light. One down.
Always remember that quick attack is better than power attack. Right, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. That's Charlotte's thing, isn't it? She can summon chest knights. So yeah, doing light attack going into heavy attack is a good way to knock them back.
One down. And with that, peace has returned.
Let's take it out. It does more damage. Go on back. Cross cut.
All done.
I still find it weird that you can roll dodge in midair. Like, how does that even work physics-wise?
Out of my way before I break you.
Right, so I think I'm close to leveling up now. I'm just fighting these guys just to keep my experience up. The sooner I get to 38, the better. Like, Duran's at 28 now. Again, it sucks that Duran's like a full level behind everybody else, because once everybody else gets to 38, I'm gonna have to level him up one more time.
Don't blow it. I've got it.
Get ready.
I'm gonna start using my CS gauge a little more just so we can get through these fights quicker.
Barely broke a sweat.
On it.
This will be faster if we fight together.
Learning. Getting strong.
Take it out. This does more damage.
So when she summons chest knights, it's not like she's summoning an AI, it's like more like a canned animation thing she's doing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reload this area. Actually, I don't really need to go back to that snow area. I can just go to the next area and level up there. I think I'll be fine. I think I've got lots of money now because of all that fighting I did in the snowfield. So whenever I get to the next shop that I can buy my next upgrade, I can probably afford it. Plus the 10% off from the Li'l Cactus things helps. How much money do I have actually? Oh yeah, I've got almost 20,000 now, that's good. That's more than enough. Do I need to stock up on supplies? Because I used a lot of candies and chocolates. Nah, I've still got a lot. I did use like a bunch of chocolates and candies on those big robot things, but I've still got over 20 of each, so that's good. I still don't know why I have to like bring this ring menu up just to use this, but okay. I very rarely use the circle menu for any of the one-off items. I usually use it just for the candies or chocolates or a couple wishes, and that's about it. So I know I've got like a bunch of one-off items that are used to do like certain elemental attacks, but I've never really used them. Never felt the need to. Right, so next stop we're going to the Firestone.
Come on.
Let's check the map, see where we're going. Right, well it seems like we're going down there, because I can see the star on it.
Time to head to the Burning Sands.
Burning means really hot? Oh, I hate hot.
You can look on the map. So if I go this way, I'll come down from the south. Yeah, I'll come up from the south. Oh yeah, I can see the stars now at north. That's cool. Thank you. That saved me a good minute or two going all the way across the breadth of the map. Yeah, I like the swimming theme. It's got a bit of a tropical feel to it. It's different from like most JRPGs like swimming or like boat themes. Like most of them, like Dragon Quest, have this like sense of like grandeur and like adventure and exploring, but this one's like a bit more chill than that.
Something wrong with this heat. This is just another opportunity for endurance training. Come on. The Mana Stone won't fight itself.
Gonna see if I can find that cactus fella. He might be hiding around here somewhere. If there's not a cactus fella in the desert village, I'm gonna fucking lick this cartridge. And yes, I've got the game physically. I like my games physical. I mean, I have a lot of digital games on Switch as well, but I own a lot of physical cartridges. Because I don't like the prospect of like everything going digital only. And I like having games that I can put on my shelf. Well, there's the merchant.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse. Come again.
Yeah, just gotta check everywhere till I find it, I guess. Or I find items. Hang on, my head is itchy. Yeah, sometimes I wish I had like 3 hands or something so I can like scratch an itch that's on my face or my nose or whatever. Like that one time I streamed moving out and my nose kept itching like every 5 minutes. I don't know what that was about, but that was a weird night. Oh, that's Charlotte. I thought it was like some fucking weird creature I've never seen before from behind. Why is this? I'm not reading the W's. Why is this place so hot? I'm gonna dry up completely. At least there's no voice acting when you're reading flavor text. I've already had enough of Charlotte as it is. Yeah, let me see if there's new equipment here then. Oh, wait a minute. This is not the equipment place. Whoops. I mean, I can save the game now, so I guess that had a purpose. Oh, hang on a second. The seeds. Forgot about that. So I've got a whole bunch of seeds to put in, so let's just put them all in. I forgot all about this mechanic. It's been a while since I've done this. Honey elixir, a couple of wishes, whatever that was, and medicinal herb. Right, hopefully I'll get something really good by planting 6 of these. Let's see what I get. Tesla oil, a dart, Imp's ring. I think that's like an accessory you can wear. Shadow eye, Imp's ring again, and Dryad icon. A mythic cookie. I don't think I've got one of those yet. That must be a good one. Elemental bracelet, that's another accessory. I'm getting a lot of fucking Imp's rings, I'm gonna have to sell off the spells. Yeah, let me check what all of those were. Yeah, sure, you can take that, I guess. Cancels out poison and shrink attacks. Yeah, sure, you can have that. Wait, he's got one already? Oh, wait a minute, that's the wrong one. Right, okay then, so cool. So I was trying to equip Duran's band there by accident. Basically works like this. Every seed you get is already determined by a certain item, but there is a chance to set that item. You can save scum to get the rarer items. Yeah, I'm good, I'm not going to do that. But that's good to know, I guess, for people who do want to know about that. So where did you see it? Did you see the cactus thing? Because I didn't. Where was he? You said he was next to someone? There's a doggo friend. The north side. Oh wait, is it that open area up the top? Let me check real quick. Okay, so there's a whole thing back here. Ah, there he is. Didn't even know there was a door over there. Thanks for pointing that one out. Four left before we get occasional 2x experience. So apparently the little cactus things come from another spin-off called, I think it's called Sword of Mana. I think it's like a Game Boy Advance game, if I recall correctly, because it's not... Oh, Legend of Mana, sorry. Is Sword of Mana a game, or did I just say the wrong name? PS1. Sorry, I'm getting my facts wrong. I just heard that, like, I heard somewhere recently that it came from a different game. Like, it wasn't particularly from this game. But I think they added it in the remake. Sword of Mana was a DS game. Yeah, my knowledge on Mana games are very limited. If there's any, like, decent Mana games that are not, like, the first couple, maybe I'll check them out at some point. But I'm not going to make any commitment to that anytime soon. Again, I played that Final Fantasy Mana game, whatever it was called, Final Fantasy Adventure or something. I played that game like about a year ago, and I played Secret of Mana a few months ago. I think once I'm done with this remake, I'm done with mana games for a while. Not to mention Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition comes out later this month, so I want to like start that RPG next. A Mad Mallard, good name. I love enemy names with alliteration. Yeah, this is a pretty good game, all things considered. I think this is a pretty fun game to go out on, in terms of mana games. But I'm not a huge JRPG person, but I do like playing the occasional JRPG. Like the JRPG, my first JRPG experience was, well, there was two of them. I've talked about this before, but there was like two JRPGs on the GameCube that I grew up on. One of them was Skies of Arcadia Legends. That was like a Dreamcast RPG that got ported to GameCube. But the one that I fell in love with that really got me into RPGs was Tales of Symphonia for the GameCube. I really loved that game, and I would like to stream that game someday, whenever I find the free time to do so. But yeah, I would say Skies of Arcadia has the better narrative, and Tales of Symphonia has the better mechanics.
Hey, watch it!
But they're both fantastic games in my eyes. Like most people who grew up with like learning, like playing JRPGs for the first time, most people's like first experience with an RPG would be Final Fantasy VII. But I never had the PlayStation 1 growing up. I was mostly a Nintendo person. And yeah, for me it was Skies of Arcadia. Like years before I played Skies of Arcadia, I played the demo on Dreamcast because I had a Dreamcast at one point. And in the UK, we had these magazines that would give you demo discs. Where am I going? Yeah, we're going to the Oasis, I guess. Just follow the star. But yeah, I played it through a demo disc, and the demo was relatively long because back in the day, like demos. I mean, these days as well, demos are not super long, but back then, like the RPG demo was like an hour or something, which is quite lengthy for a Dreamcast demo because most demos are just in and out real quick in like 5 minutes, if even that long. But yeah, the Skies of Arcadia demo had a lot to it. But I didn't pick up Skies of Arcadia back then, but I eventually got it on GameCube. I still physically own that game. It's on my GameCube shelf, my GameCube game shelf. I think that's like one of the more expensive GameCube games as well, like it's not a cheap game by any means. I think that game released on a very limited print, like Sega didn't make that many copies of it. I really wish Skies of Arcadia would get like a proper like... You know how like Shenmue 1 and 2 got like an upscale port on PC? Why can't you do that for Skies of Arcadia, Sega? Come on. If they end up doing like a HD port of that game, like just a simple upscale port, doesn't need to be anything special. Just release it on current consoles in Steam or something and I'll buy it. And I'll stream it. Oh shit. It's those fucking things that turn you to statues. Yeah, I don't want to freeze. I had a very anticlimactic game over earlier as a result of these fucking things. The cactus in that pit on the left, sorry I didn't read that message soon enough. Let me go back and look for it. So you said pit on the left. Down here.
Menace. Defeat it quickly and move.
Is it in there? In the middle. Yeah, let me get rid of the guys first and I'll worry about that, I guess. By the bushes. Just trying to get rid of that armor first before I can deal with them. Oh, Charlotte died.
Should work.
I wouldn't bother reviving her, but I don't think she gets the experience if she's dead, so I'm just reviving her purely for that.
The Firestone has got to be around here somewhere.
I can handle the heat.
+4 for attack and magic attack, right, okay. I got a free item out of that. Right, so let me check the chat again. He's in the bushes on the south side. Not up here, is it? Sorry, I'm really bad at like reading text and... Oh, there he is. I was looking in the wrong set of bushes. I do appreciate you pointing out where the little cactuses are, because I'd probably end up missing most of these guys. I mean, I've probably missed like 10 of them already before you got here tonight.
I'm on the job.
Come on. Let's take it out before it does more damage. Hold back. Crosscut.
Those tomato men thing makes some weird noises. Also, the Mad Mallard sounded like fucking Donald Duck. It literally is just a Donald Duck sound effect.
Got to be around here somewhere. This one is so annoying. It's over.
One down.
Get ready. Crosscut. Here we go.
Firestone's got to be around here somewhere.
Yeah, so when it does Petra Beak, I need to make sure not to get in front of it. Otherwise, it'll just turn me to stone again. Yeah, I think you may have missed it earlier on the stream, but I accidentally got a game over because all three of my characters got frozen at once, which basically means game over. So that's the only time in the game so far that I've actually game overed. Like, I came close when I was fighting the big wall thing of death inside that one building in the castle somewhere. I forgot the name of the castle, but it was like earlier in the game. But yeah, some fucking stupid bug thing killed me because they froze all three of my characters at once. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, hang on. I love it when I get turned around after a combat scene. But yeah, it was a little bit both anticlimactic but also embarrassing to die that way.
Menace. Defeat it quickly and move. Run. Hurry, let's move. Menace. Defeat it quickly and move.
Don't hold back. Crosscut.
Run. Got you.
Here goes.
Let's hurry along.
Nothing hiding among these trees, is there? Nah. Just checking. I'm gonna go check the oasis real quick. We're not supposed to go to the oasis, the star's not pointing in that direction, but I'm gonna go check it out. Hopefully there's a save statue in here to save us from like going all the way back to the previous part. The Oasis of Dean. So it's just a small settlement, and then I guess I can buy more stuff here.
You're lucky there's a town here.
While we're here, let's see if the shops have anything good.
Well, at least Duran's is speaking my language. West of this town is the Fiery Gorge. It burns all day, every day, but we recently heard explosions in that area too. Plus, it's full of monsters, so steer clear. If you have to go in the desert, though, avoid Salamando Day. Fire monsters are extra dangerous then. How do I check what day it is in the game? Where does it say what day of the week it is? Doesn't say it here, that's for sure. It's on your map. Oh, it's Mana Day? Right, okay then. Oh, there's a cactus fella. That wasn't too hard to find. 2 more. For the next upgrades. Oh, this is both the shop. This is both the armor and the sword shop.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse.
Nah, this is all the same stuff. I guess my next upgrade will be a little bit down the line then. Probably within the Fire Gorge I can buy my upgrades. Sure takes a while to level the pot up. I've been playing this game for like roughly 10 hours now, and we're not even at level 3 yet with this. I got 2 fairy walnuts there, so that's not too bad. Hi Zachary.
Welcome.
Okay, so we're still on Mana Day after that. When you say next stone, do you mean the Firestone or the one after that? I think I should buy the armor for... I think it was Kevin that's missing the newest armor set, so I'm going to buy that for him.
Lots of wares to browse.
A Moogle mask. Nice. So wait, this isn't proper armor, this is like accessories. But I'll buy that for him and I'll just replace my existing one.
That's good.
But I can't see body armor here, it's just like headpieces and like accessories.
Oh, good choice.
Ooh, exciting.
Oh yeah, he got a twisted scarf already, so he's good on that. I'm gonna save one more time before I move on. Oh wait, wrong building. I need to go in the inn. In. The inn in this town.
Welcome.
So I can save.
Come again.
The armor vendor in the Oasis town. What, there's one outside? Sorry, I didn't catch that there. Let me go back and check. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I'm misreading things. Sorry, I brain fart. Sorry, I thought you were saying there was like one outside the building that would sell like different armor. I didn't read that correctly. I'm bad at reading, so don't mind me.
Don't worry, I've got this.
How close am I to leveling up? I can't really check right now. I have to wait until this fight's over. Alright, my CS gauge isn't 100%. I thought my CS gauge wasn't working there because Kevin was in the middle of his attack, but that wasn't it. Alright.
Hurry, let's move.
Right, we're not too far from leveling up, a little bit more, I guess. Fiery gorge ahead, beware extreme heat. Time to fight Donald Duck some more. See, I wonder if the Donald Duck sound effect is like actually sampled from like something, or if it's actually someone doing that voice. Because it almost sounds like a dead ringer for like the real Donald Duck voice.
Crosscut!
Can't. Too much heat.
Blast it!
The Mulway Mallard game? What's that? I've never heard of that. Oof.
Stronger than you think.
Stay focused. Cut to me.
Ouch. Is it just me, or is this one slightly discolored? Oh, it says gold. Right, okay. Do you think that one gives me more experience than the level spin because it's like golden? Let me just find that, I guess. If not that, it gives me more money, I think. Ouch.
This ought to help.
Oh, one down.
That was a lot of fucking enemies.
Taking out all the enemies nearby.
Okay, so it was probably money they dropped. It's not real experience. Still, lots of money is good. Means I can buy more shit later.
Stronger than you think.
This bloody sand.
The Firestone's got to be around here somewhere.
Out of my way before I break you! Go back! Crosscut! Take this!
If you take too long, they'll just turn into those things. I didn't even notice that, but yeah. think I may have missed something over here. See a small gap.
Out of my way before I break you! Healing lights!
Hey, watch it!
Get ready! Crosscut!
This lock-on system, though, it's like something that I try to lock on to something that's directly in front of me and it does anything but. Eventually I got to lock onto the right thing.
I don't want to live in a desert.
Right, I'm almost done full exploring this area. Just trying to see if I can find any extra items or whatever around this spot.
Dangerous!
Crosscut!
On it! Stronger than you think! Next! Got you! Next! Run! No more enemies! Come on.
So I guess we'll do the next dungeon, the fire dungeon that we're coming up to. And then I'm gonna stop after that. Getting 2 areas down tonight, like 2 mana stones. Shit. Should have done that a little bit earlier, like there was like 4 of them next to each other. Missed opportunity. Fuck is he throwing? A bumpkin? Whatever that is. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do?
No time.
Yeah, had to escape that there. Fucking Charlotte got frozen today. Oh, Jesus Christ, Charlotte, really?
Heal you. On it. Prepared. Next.
Stay focused.
Come on.
Yeah, the sun's certainly not doing me any favours.
Don't hold back. Crosscut. Next.
And with that, peace has returned.
You'd think after that fight, one of my characters would have leveled up, but not exactly. They'll be leveling up soon enough. Seems like something's going to be happening here, some story. Oh shit, it's Belladonna, or whatever her name was.
Help!
Oh, Jesus!
Ugh! I lifted your curse. Now show some gratitude and prove your usefulness.
That was some bitch
Bill,
slap, holy shit!
Ben. I believe you have a score to settle.
Yeah, her name is Belladonna.
This is your last chance.
I'm considering how bad I am with names, I'm surprised I remembered that one. Oh god, it's these guys again, Bill and Ben.
You'll have to face us.
Oh, not again.
We won't go easy on you like last time. Behold this dark power that Belladonna has given us. Let's get it done, Ben. On it! Secret attack, evil fusion!
Right, round 2 with Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
That ain't gonna work on us this time.
Got you!
Come on.
I was about to heal someone there, but I guess Charlotte got my back for now. I'm waiting for him to get staggered before I start using my CS gauge. There we go.
Get ready! Go back! Crosscut!
Also, why does Bill have one L in his name?
Healing lights.
You're gonna feel this one! Crosscut! On it!
This ought to help.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on Bill. Uh-oh.
Stronger than you think!
Aw, why did he move? Okay, so his attack is not really good on them unless they get staggered. Finding myself wasting my CS gauge with him.
Come on.
Go back! Crosscut!
Heal.
You're gonna feel this one!
Right, so that's to finish Bill off, I think. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, thanks, Charlotte, for dying. Making me waste a couple of wishes on you for, like, the millionth time. Thanks. I haven't really been using Charlotte's CS gauge. I guess I can use that now. Right, this will probably finish him off. Finishing off a boss with Charlotte of all fucking people, but there you go. Right, well I think they're dead for real now. I think the last time they ran away, that time they just evaporated.
What could Belladonna be doing here anyway? Is she after the Mana Stones too?
If you're right, we're in trouble. Don't let her get away.
That fight wasn't too bad, I guess. I only wasted one cup of wish. Everything else I just used like my own manual MP healing. So it kind of worked out for the most part. I've had some fights where I've wasted like a shit ton of candies, chocolates and cup of wishes. So that wasn't the worst thing, all things considered. Right, so here's the Fiery Gorge dungeon. Right, so I think I'll be leveling up now. Yep, Duran leveled up.
Take down the enemy.
And the other two are about to follow suit.
That's what I call power.
Captain Duck. Where did they get these names for these enemies? Like we had Mad Mallard and Captain Duck.
It's so hot. Will we even make it?
Don't give up. We're all in this together.
Dangerous.
Hey look guys, it's Drake and Ninja. Bad joke, I know. Sorry, there was a guy called Evil Ninja and one called Fire Drake, so I couldn't resist making that joke.
This one is so annoying.
Don't hold back.
I'm on the job.
On it. Stronger than you think.
Healing light.
One down.
Take this.
Get you.
I'm guessing the dungeon loops back around again because there's a path I couldn't go down before due to the fire pillars. So I'm guessing that's the path back out once I'm done with this area.
One down.
That's the spirit.
I did not mean to roll. I was trying to pick up. Thankfully it doesn't do a lot of damage. I like how everybody else is standing in the lava. Like, it's no fucking big deal. Yeah, we'll just... Like, this is this game's equivalent of the everything is fine image. Where the house is on fucking fire. And you're just, like, willingly accepting it. Get rid of that shield immediately. Those guys can be a pain if they don't get rid of their shields early on. Or just any enemy that's got like a shield that takes like a bunch of hits before you can destroy it.
I'm getting good at this. Owie.
Was there something happening back there? Oh, shit, that's what was happening. So I thought they were fighting somebody. It turns out they got hit by the fire pillar. Which has partially blinded me now. I mean, I guess if you get hit by a geyser of fire in your eyeballs, I guess you do go blind for a bit. I guess that would make logical sense.
Stay focused.
Thank you, Charlotte. You did something right for once.
Get ready. Crosscut.
On it.
Come on.
Hey, watch it. I'm on the out.
I like how I switched to her and she was just lying on the ground.
Come on.
I summon her and she's just lying there half dead and she's like, I'm on the job! Are you sure you're on the job, Charlotte? Because it looks like you're lying dead on the job.
Don't hold back. Crosscut.
Healing light. Charge.
Yeah, maybe we may want to avoid that large attack that Swordster does.
One down.
Come on.
West.
Here it goes.
No.
Get ready. Crosscut.
There we go. Oh shit, that wasn't the last one. Right, there we go.
Hurry, let's move.
Yeah, the enemies are getting tougher now. There isn't a cactus friend in this area, is there? Did I miss it? Save statue up ahead, you know what that means? Incoming boss fight or cutscene? Or both? There's Belladonna.
Stop.
Come no further. Unless you want me to throw her into the flames.
No.
Oh, there's Hawkeye. Yeah, because Belladonna is meant to be his, like, nemesis in the story, isn't it?
This
Like,
is not
like the
over
person
yet.
he's going after. Because I saw his backstory a little bit. Like, I saw his
does she
backstory
look?
through, like, Vinny.
She's unconscious, but we can't leave her in this weakened state for long. Belladonna cursed her. Something managed to break the curse, but Jessica's been wearing the choker of death for so long. Her body and soul are both at their limits. She needs rest. Hang in there, Jessica.
Hawkeye?
I'll take her back to the Oasis of Dean. You need to follow Belladonna. She's trying to release the energy of that Mana Stone. Good luck.
Apparently Hawkeye's a pretty fun character to use. Again, Vinny's been using him in his party. Like, his party consists of Duran, Angela, and Nighthawk. So, I've seen their backstories through his stream. Who have I not seen the backstory of? It was Reese or something? R-E-I-Z-C-S or something, some weird spelling. Right, so this must be the boss fight then.
Behold! This is the pure energy the Mana Stones hold within. I lifted the girl's curse so I might sacrifice her life to break the Mana Stone seal and bring us closer to the sanctuary. But you foiled that plan. Luckily, I used the souls of Bill and Ben in place of hers. Thank you for defeating them and providing me an alternative. We are one step closer to the sanctuary. All hail his dark majesty!
Do you know who I want to learn more of? That guy with the creepy mask. Like the jester-looking fucker. Like, I saw him briefly during, like, Charlotte's background story. And I think also during Kevin's story as well.
Release the energy from the stone. Now we know that Belladonna's trying to open the portal, just like the Altanans. Everyone is after the sword. Things
I forgot
could
what his
hardly
name
be
was.
worse. If the Sword of Mana falls into evil hands, Mana Tree will die. Mana power will disappear. Then the Benevolence will be released. We cannot let that happen. We have to find the elementals and open the portal before the enemy does. We need that sword.
There's the elemental.
I hear ya. That lady royally used up the Firestone. Take me with you. Then can all make her pay. She's gonna get it.
Glad to see you fired up.
Quality voice acting.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Again, quality voice acting from Trials of Mana once again. Obtain the powers of the fire elemental Salamando. So I'm guessing I now have like fire attacks that I can use. Flame Saber imbues allies' weapon with fire elemental damage. Strengthen will boost an ally's attack, and Fireball will deal fire magic damage.
Got the fire and water elementals on board, but now what do we do?
We can go southeast from Wasena and walk in Duskmoon Forest. I want some good weather for a change.
Right, so I'm guessing I'm going to the wood area next. I'm going to be wrapping up in just a couple minutes, but let's get back out of here. Maybe I can find that cactus along the way. But yeah, next time I play this, we'll go to the woods and look for the wood elemental. Oh, there he is. Cool, I found him. Well hidden there, he was planked around that corner, so easily missable. I'll probably get the next Li'l Cactus next time I play this then. It's not going to be tonight. Unless there's like 2 of them in this area, but I think it's just 1.
Don't worry, I got this.
So I've been talking about how I've been binging through The Simpsons on Disney Plus, now that Disney Plus is a thing over here. I've been like watching several episodes of Simpsons a day for like the first 20 seasons. But now that I'm like beyond season 20, which is when the HD episodes started, I'm finding myself watching The Simpsons a lot less frequently now on Disney Plus. Because I don't like it when it gets to the HD episodes, because I feel like the quality really starts to drop with those episodes. I mean, occasionally there'll be a pretty decent, maybe even a good episode, but it's mostly just like meh, basically. But I'm going to try to continue powering through The Simpsons and get to season 30, because I think that's where... Getting to season 30 is going to be interesting, because that'll really show just how low The Simpsons has gone since its heyday. But yeah, I'll continue watching the show. I'm on season 23 at the moment. I've still got like a bit to go before I watch every single episode that's on Disney Plus. But yeah, I've been watching it less and less lately. I haven't watched a single episode for like a few days. So I think that speaks volumes about like the quality of The Simpsons and how it's like declined over the years.
They must have taken out all the enemies nearby.
Be careful! This could get ugly.
There's a cactus in the desert you missed, so you'll be able to get the next reward on the way back to Desert Town. Right, I'll have a look out for that then, on my way back. I think I'll save and quit once I get to the Desert Town then. So we can look for the little cactus fellow on the way back. See a chest hiding over there?
That's how it's done!
Out of my way before I break you!
Good training. My turn. Run. No more enemies. Until next time.
Alright, well I guess that part's scripted to prevent me from going through there. Right, so maybe eventually I can get back through that spot. Like if I find like an ability or something I can get through there. So for now I'm just gonna have to ignore that. Right, let's go back to Desert Town then. Do you remember roughly where the cactus was? Because I might end up missing it. Where on the map would you think it would be roughly? I guess it might be toward the south, because there's one up at north, so probably toward the south ends. As you pass the Oasis town and start heading north, there should be a small path to the east. So let me see. Oasis Town. Oops, wrong button. So Oasis Town is over here, right? This bit. So as you start heading up north, there's a small path to the east. It should be this area, right? I mean, it hasn't properly been charted out yet, so I'm guessing it's in there. How close am I to leveling up again? Duran's not far away from 31. Right, I'll keep fighting these guys just so I can level them up, because I want to get to level 38 as quickly as possible. Gotta watch out for that Ega thing, whatever it's called, an Ega... I can't really read the name, but... Egatrice? I can't read the name when it's like moving around, but yeah, that's what it's called. Also, what's that thundering noise that I can hear in the game? I don't know what that's for. Like, where that's coming from.
They must have taken out all the enemies nearby.
Leave it to me, Yoshis!
Don't hold back! Crosscut!
Oh, you fucker. Oh, shit. Even in the flying forms, they can stun you as well. They can turn you to rock.
Hurry, let's move! Come on. Take down the enemy!
You're gonna feel this one! Crosscut!
Come to me! It's over!
Ouch!
Every time I see those machine golems, I keep thinking that's like an enemy, but it's actually like Charlotte's assist. I always think that's like an enemy when I see it. There we go.
Let's hurry along!
Yeah, those things are sturdy as fuck. Right, so I'm almost at that path then, where the little thing will be. Oh. Didn't want to drop there till I picked that up.
Dangerous!
Oof.
Blast it! That's the spirit.
Right, so it must be over here somewhere then.
Don't hold back. Crosscut.
Probably hiding among those trees down there. Just gonna get rid of these guys real quick and then I'll check.
Easy peasy.
Don't see him. I guess he's not down here then. What's the point in this dead end then exactly? Should be on a cliff overlooking a larger area to the west. Okay, so apparently this leads to an entirely different area, but I don't think I can get to that right now because it just seems like a dead end at the moment. So I'm guessing I'm supposed to come back here later in the game when I've got the ability to climb that wall. That's Hawkeye's starting area. Oh, there he is. Right, cool, I found him. Right, that's good. Now I've got occasional times to experience. Which, if that occurs during like a boss fight, that'd be excellent. I don't know how occasional we're talking, I'm guessing like maybe a 30% chance or something. The game doesn't really specify the odds. But it's good overall because I'll level up quicker since I'll get more experience sooner. $10 to 20%, yeah, that's not too bad. Again, if that happens during a boss fight, that would be excellent. But you get a lot of experience from a boss fight. And doubling that would make you level up like 3 or 4 times.
You must have taken out all the enemies nearby.
There's a save statue back here, right? Because I'm going to be wrapping up in just a minute, as soon as I find a save statue to save at.
We can take this enemy in the
Learning, getting stronger.
Oh yeah, there is an I can save at back at the Oasis. Right, let's go back there then. In the town to the west. Oh, when you first when you first landed at the beach, I forgot about that. I forgot there was a desert town when I arrived, and that's where I came from. Yeah, through that door. Might as well level up, because Duran's about to level up after this fight.
Get ready! Crosscut!
Ouch. Exactly, Duran, ouch.
No time to celebrate. Let's get moving.
Oh yeah, so I pre-ordered the Sonic the Hedgehog movie on Blu-ray. Should be getting that next month. I quite enjoyed that Sonic movie when I went to watch it back in February. It's a really good film. Really good video game film, rather. So I want to support it and like buy the Blu-ray, especially since they like redesigned Sonic and everything. I hope that movie gets a sequel, because I'd be down for that. But yeah, I was tempted to get it on... I was tempted to like buy it digitally, because the digital version released like a few months ago. Like, it released quite early because of like coronavirus and people being stuck indoors. But I was like, nah, I'm just going to wait for it physically, because I like Blu-rays on my shelf. I want to buy the Blu-ray. So yeah, I pre-ordered it on Amazon today. And they actually, like, as soon as I pre-ordered it, they sent me like an email saying that I had like some pre-order codes for like comic books, like Sonic comic books. I'm not sure if that's Archie or whatever, but you go to a website and redeem them, so I haven't done that yet, but if I do end up doing that, I'll tell you what it's like, because it's an interesting pre-order incentive which I didn't know existed. Oh, there's the end. I tend to vine blind a little bit when I'm talking, I guess. I'm curious as to what the features are going to be on the Blu-ray, because I hope they show... Like, I don't think it'll be there, but wouldn't it be great if there was like a cut of the movie that had like the original like shitty Sonic design that was on like that first trailer? Because that would be something to like watch and see what it could have been like.
Welcome.
They might have like some cuts, like some scenes or something with that stuff, but I don't think they'll have like the full movie on there with that particular cut. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of extra features are on that movie, given the redesign and all that fun stuff. But yeah, we're going to rest and save, and I'm going to stop here for tonight. So the next area of the game is the forest area. I forgot what it was called, but we're going to the forest next time I play this to get the Mana Stone there. And then hopefully by the time I've done that, my party will be at level 38 so that we can finally upgrade our classes and then go to the next part of the game that requires we be upgrading our classes. I mean, we don't need to, like, upgrade, but it recommends that we do. Otherwise, we'll be in for a bad time. So I got a lot of progress done tonight. That was a good session of Trials of Mana. I'm really digging this game. I'm really getting into the gameplay. Again, the voice acting is something else entirely, but it's still a good game.
Trials of Mana.
Oh, it meant the first class change? Right, okay then, never mind. I thought they were talking about like the second class change. That area is where you go next, the Moonstone. Right, okay, well I guess we're going to the Moonstone and then we'll do the forest. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that session. I will do some more of this later this week.